Hi there, what is the greatest strength and might of a person? It is the calmness of mind. That calmness is achieved by really understanding how important it is to be peaceful, steadfast, tranquil, serene, and well poised. Only the wisest can have this state of mind, which we call serenity. That person who has developed such understanding of himself and others, and always using his mind in such a way that he is never reacting to the evil's treatment of the others, but he remains calm like Buddha. You remember when Buddha was abused by a lot of Brahmins, because Buddha was against all the fanaticism, lunaticism, and all these kind of evils in the society. And the victims were the innocent people, lot of sacrifices of animals and all. The Brahmins used to attack Buddha very frequently. But Buddha never reacted. He responded politely, kindly, compassionately, and all the Brahmins surrendered at his feet and apologized for their misconduct. So you understand, calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. It's the result of a long and patient practice in self-control. A calm and serene mind is much wealthier, much richer, and much superior than a man who has a lot of money. And the calmness of mind gives the person the strength, just like the tree has the shade under the thirsty land, or the rock which cannot be blown by the tempests, the most biggest storm, because everybody will try to tease you, to try to destroy your balance, your equilibrium, your symmetry of mind. In that moment, you have to take possession of your own mind and remain calm. Your self-discipline will be really your strength. Your calmness of mind will be really your power. And right thought, because what I'm discussing with you is the right thought. That is a pure thought. And this is the laws and operation of thought. You yourself are responsible for yourself. You have absolutely no command of the other person. But one thing is in your hand: avoid the company of the evils. The evils and the negative people are so much dangerous that even the wisest will have the temptation to lose their balance. And as my best friend Shakespeare said, if you are pinched, you will get pain. So why to get a pinch, and why to get stung by the scorpion and bitten by the cobras? Get rid of such kind of evils and devils. Try to live in the solitude with your own honor, dignity, and pride, than to live with such people who have no character, who have no personality. They are living like a cattle life. You're violent, aggressive, you're dishonest, disharmony. Everywhere there is only violence, frustration, disappointment, discouragement, and that is reflected in the words, thought, and action of such evils. So really, I tell you, I really want to read some para from one of the best book written by James Allen, and that will give you really the real meaning. How many people you know that they are calm and serene? How many people you know who suffer their lives, who ruin that is all sweet and beautiful by explosive tempers? Mind the word, explosive tempers. That's how my best friend Max Herman wrote: avoid loud and aggressive persons because they are vexations to the spirit. But he also said us, as far as possible without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. That we are trying to be always good terms with all persons. But how can you assure that how much the person can have patience, and when he becomes violent, and when he can be very, very vexatious and painful to your life? So how many people we know who suffer their lives, who ruin all that is sweet and beautiful with their explosive tempers, who destroy their poise of character and make bad blood? It is a question whether the great majority of the people do not ruin their lives and mar their happiness by lack of self-control. How people will meet in life who are well balanced, who have that exquisite poise which is characteristics of the finished character. You must have experience in your life. Most of the time, as Socrates has a wicked wife, Socrates has the most wicked wife who was torturing him to the limit, and then he yelled very strongly, no matter what, you must marry. If you marry a good wife, your life becomes heaven, because she will play the role of everybody in your family. She will be like a mother, loving, caring, sharing everything to make you happy. She will be like a daughter, affectionate and kind. She will be like a sister, so nice and obedient. But if you get a wicked wife, frowning, hop, poo, 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 frowning wife, you will develop tolerance and patience to the limit, and you become Socrates, the first philosopher the human being noticed in the ancient Greek. So again I narrate the wonderful lines of William James Allen. How many people we know who sour their lives, who ruin all that is sweet and beautiful by their explosive temper and make bad blood? It is a question whether the great majority of the people do not ruin their lives. It is a question whether the great majority of the people do not ruin their lives and mar happiness by lack of self-control. How few people will meet in life who are well balanced? Yes, there are some kind of great people always, my friend. How few times you meet in life great people who are symmetry and balance throughout their behavior, words and conduct, who have the exquisite poise which is characteristics of the finished character. You understand? And these people have a wonderful life that dwells in the ocean of truth, beneath the waves, beyond the reach of the tempests, eternal calm. Again I tell you, a life that dwells in the ocean of truth, beneath the waves, beyond the reach of the tempest, is eternal calm. Very difficult, but don't harm in heart. I am associated deeply with one of the greatest men, the chairman of GVK Group of Industry, Dr. G.V. Krishna Reddy. He has seen a lot of people committing suicide, killing, murdering, massacring their family members because they could not tolerate and bear the torture giving to each other. And he calmly and profoundly, the wise man said, if you cannot bear with each other, if you cannot have the patience for compatibility and ability to stay together in peace and harmony, better to quit than to indulge in quarrel, fighting. That is the lesson I give. Be in the forest, so said Kabir Das, with lions, tigers, hyenas, even with cobras, because they will attack you and kill you, only your death has come. But these evil souls, whosoever may be, they can stick you every time. Unfortunate is the fact that these people never learn what is life and how they should behave in life. Thank you, viewers. This is Fakir Yogi Brand Yogi, the Pandit, who loves all, respects all. But only I think that in no worst conditions and circumstances can compel me, force me to lose my balance and symmetry. It's very difficult. Thank you, viewers. Thank you. Be wise. Quit the company of evils. Negative forces are much more powerful than the positive. If you are from India, then maybe knowing Ravana was much more powerful. Duryodhana was much more powerful. Kansa was much more powerful. Because the evils are much more powerful. But that power is not long-lived. It's for a short time, but very destructive. Thank you, viewers.